Hey, how you doing, folks? This is Prince's Corner, and today we're going to review the Batman soundtrack. Yes, the Batman soundtrack by Prince. Yes, yes. We've been talking about this, exploring the singles, uh, looking at the situation that Prince was in for his financial and some of the stuff that he went through previously a year ago with the Love Sexy album and the Love Sexy tour. And this album was to get him out of financial straits, and it did it. Uh, what a album! What a commercial success! I mentioned great album in the catalog, not in my top 10, but this is 30 years now. It's still relevant and it's still a good album to go to and listen to. So, Princess Corner is going to break down Batman. All right. Princess Corner, June 19th, 2019. Yeah, 30 years since Batman soundtrack have been released. So we're going to give you a little info on the Batman soundtrack. All right. Released June 20th, 1989. That would be 30 years tomorrow. Yeah, recorded June 1988 to March 1989. Paisley Park Studios. The album length is 42 minutes, 52 seconds. All right, let's get to it, folks. Batman's 11th studio album by the American recording artist Prince and the soundtrack album to the 1989 film Batman. It was released on June 20th, 1989, as I said, by Warner Brothers Records. As Warner Brothers stablemate, Prince's involvement in the soundtrack was designed to leverage the media company's contract-bound talent as well as to fulfill the artist's need for a commercial revival. Yeah, the result was yet another multi-platinum success cross-media enterprise by Warner Brothers. In the vein of Purple Rain, the album was number one on the Billboard albums chart for 6 consecutive weeks. It sold over 11 million copies worldwide. Wow. Let's get to a little bit production. The album was recorded in 6 weeks from mid-February to late March 1989, and Prince used 3 tracks recorded earlier: Electric Chair, Scandalous, and Vicky's Waiting, my favorite on the album. Originally known as Anna's Waiting. Anna Fantastic, Anna Garcia. Named for his girlfriend, Anna Fantastic, as I said. Originally, the songs 1999 and Baby I'm a Star from earlier albums were stated to be used in the film, but Prince instead recorded an entire album's worth of material with Batman samples and lyrics. In 2001, Rolling Stone interview Prince revealed that the project was initially supposed to be a collaboration between himself and Michael Jackson. Wow. Did you know that the album was supposed to be a duet between Michael Jackson and me? He as Batman, me as the Joker. Prince would have sung funk songs for the villains, while Michael Jackson would have sung ballads for the heroes. Oh, wow. This entirely by Prince. Mm. Wow. With a few exceptions, Sheena Easton duets with Prince on the album. Arms of Orion. Trust features a sample horn part by Eric Leeds and Alana Bliss, and a sample of Prince's technician Matthew Lawson, and Party Man features the vocal performance of then girlfriend Anna Garcia, credited as Anna Fantastic. Yes. All dialogue track sampled on Prince Batman album is taken directly from a work print of Batman and therefore lacks ADR and Foley. This is especially noticeable in the beginning of the first track, The Future, with dialogues of Michael Keaton speaking as Batman. I'm gonna kill you. In the album's liner notes, the lyrics of each song are associated with one of the characters in the film. The Future and Scandalous are credited to Batman, while Electric Chair, Party Man, and Trust are credited to the Joker. Vicky's Waiting is sung from the perspective of Bruce Wayne, while Lemon Crush comes from Vicky Vale. All right, the two characters share the duet, The Arms of Orion, Bat Dance, whose lyrics are comprised mostly of samples from the film, is credited to all aforementioned parties, yes, as well as Gemini. Prince Batman-centric alter ego that resembles Batman villain Two Faces. Prince on the right half of the body and the Joker on the left. That's the duality. Prince himself is credited with singing two lines in the album as himself. Who do you trust if you can't trust God? Who can you trust? Who can you? Nobody. And trust. The word stop, which ends Bat Dance in the album proper through the stop, is actually a soundbite of Michael Keaton directly from the film, where he tells the Batmobile to stop. Batman also marked a change in Prince's appearance. He switched out frilly clothes, polka dots, lace, and controversial attire for a much darker and similar attire. Usually donning dark blue black clothing and Batman boots. The artist's hair was also completely straightened from wavy curls as shown in the Bat Dance video. Yeah, the normal person, not the Prince persona. Reception in 2016, film critic Matt Zoller Setz praised the Prince songs and music videos for the Batman more so than the film itself. Started that his songs suggest a goofy, perverse, sensuous, somewhat introvert Batman, film that so far we'd never gotten from anyone, and arguing that Prince music videos are more psychologically perspective than any of the Batman films. Wow. So, all right, let's get to the track listings, and we're going to review all the tracks in there. Batman is a 9-track album. Yes, like I said, it was intended just to do a couple of songs that Tim Burton wanted. Jack Nicholson, told Prince, hey, this will be good with him aboard. And Prince gave him a whole album. Thank God he did. Let's start off with the first song, The Future. I love this song. Yeah, Future clocks in at 4 minutes, 7 seconds. This is a great song. Years before, I didn't listen to this song at all. you know, young and impatient. I didn't listen to this song at all, but this song grew on me. I say about 12 years ago. I just started listening to this song a lot, and now I go back to it a whole lot. So this is in my top three as the best songs on the album. It's actually number two of my favorites. And yeah, I definitely give this song a 10. I love the future. I love the sound. I love how it was relevant for 1989, and it gave it a great feel for the kickoff of the album. And it goes into this more a futuristic sound and more of what Prince was basically doing with Love Sexy and some of the electronic or the house that was going on. Things that you can feel that was going on in Europe. So Future, yeah, I highly recommend it. Great song. Electric Chair. Great rock song. Um, Another song that grows on me. Didn't listen to it a lot back in the day, but this song grew on me in years. You hear it throughout the movie, especially during uh, the fundraiser where everybody was gambling with the mayor and everybody, and at Bruce Wayne's house. And hey, this is a great tune. I recommend it. I'm not gonna rate it, but it's not. I say it's not in my top three, but it's my top five. It is a great song. I like the performance on Saturday Night Live. So hey, I recommend it. The Arms of Orion. Hmm. I love strings, so I like this song. Hmm. More of a symbolism type song, because I know who's Orion. So I'm not going to get into that. But great vocals by Sheena Easton and great music, a great song. So I'm not going to rate it, but it's not my go-to song, but it's still great to listen to because I always was waiting to get to Party Man. And now I'm going to get to Party Man. Party Man was one of my favorites back in the day, and really, really love this song. Like I said, it's in my top three of the album, and I gave it an 8. So yes, a great go-to song. I love it. Um, it's just that sped up voice, that funk. It makes you want to dance. And by the way, the video is great. Both versions. I prefer the long version, but this is a great song, Party Man. I wore it out back in '89, and I don't go to it as much today, but like I said, I watched the video a lot, so I highly recommend that. I gave it an 8, so hey, I highly recommend it. Vicky's Waiting, my favorite song on the album, favorite track. Um, I grew to love this song because my brother would come home from work. A car was given to him by my older brother, and he would play this. He would play this song out, and this song just really, really grew on me during 1990, and I just started listening to it religiously during the 90s, and it became my favorite track, and till this day I still listen to it. It's on my playlist, so I always go to it because I just love this song. And one line I love is talk of children frightens me. My character would love to be One that deserves a copy made. These are one day I hope to see. I love that line. Until then, she stays at bay. Man, that's got great lyrics. It's a great song. It's got a great vibe. The music. Prince was just too cool. Vicky's Waiting is my favorite song. You can just sing along. This is where I want to be. Yeah, Vicky's Waiting. Hey, I'm not a great singer, but that is a great track. My brother sung the hell out that song back in the day, and it's still on my go-to list. I give it a 10 plus, so I highly recommend that. Let's go to side two. It starts off with another great song, Trust. You know this song because it was featured in the movie where he throws all the money. Who do you trust? And like I said, it's a top five. I give it like number 4, and I give it a 9. Great track, highly recommend it. It's got so much enthusiasm, and oh man, it's just you can feel the movie. You can feel when the Joker's dumping the money, and like you say, get the pictures. Gotham's greed. Yeah, he fooled everybody and gassed them because of that money, and you couldn't trust them, and that's what the song's about. Great tune. I always would go to that tune now, so I highly recommend it. Lemon Crush, my least favorite on the album. This is one of my brother's favorite. He blasts this a lot, but if this is the song that may not fit in the soundtrack, because it's more like you said a Vicky Vale type song, but really doesn't fit in the soundtrack. It's my least favorite. I'm not gonna rate it, and hey, I can take it or leave it. If I play it, maybe in the bathroom or something, but as big as Prince's friend I am, hey, I'm not gonna say a lot bad about it, but it's my least favorite. So let's get to Scandalous. A great tune. Not my favorite, but it's a great song. And in '89, it was my go-to song because I had girlfriends. So I was in my teenage years. I was in love, and I wasn't a tween. I was a teen in my high school years. So this was always a woo song, one of Prince's ballads, slow jam. So great music. Writer John L. Nelson, you can tell that his father helped pen this, and what can I say? Great track, great strings. Ending song in the Batman credits, but it's one of Prince's power ballads. It's not in my top 5, but like I said, I get a song at 8 still, but great tune. Last but not least, Bat Dance. Wow, I played this song out in '89. Used to be a thing, Friday night videos. I watched it, made sure to watch it all the time. Every time this video come up, I'll watch Bat Dance. It was a happening. Now I don't even listen to the song. It's not one of my songs I go to, but I recommend it. Like I said, I give it a 9 or 8, whatever I gave it when I did my singles review, the song review for it. But great tune, great production value. What he did, the mixing, the samples, the scratch. It lets you know what a complete artist Prince is, and if people forgotten, he's a genius. So this was more of hip hop type sound, what he was doing, because he was just getting into hip hop with the Love Sexy thing, and this is more of a hip hop thing. This is more of the samples. This is more Prince being a producer. The producer value of this song is great. And hell, I'm gonna tell you, man, it was very innovating back then in 1989 what he was doing. You see him in the video, you see the duality of the Gemini, and you see Joker, Persona, and Batman. But when you see Prince as the musician, you see him dealing with bass, dealing with guitar, dealing with keyboards, and scratching with the turntables. That man is a complete artist. He is a complete artist. The genius of Prince. Yeah. So a great send-off song and a great first single. Highly recommend it. The Batman soundtrack overall is not in my top 10, but it's in my top 15. It's a great album. 30 years later, it's still relevant. And 1 out of 10, I give it an 8. It's still relevant. It gets lost. The commerciality of the album, that's why I'm giving it an 8. But as I look over the years, it has some great tracks on this album, and hey, you can still religiously listen to this album. So I highly recommend it. Prince got a rich catalog, and when I break down the top 10, it doesn't make my top 10, but man, because his catalog, man, is tremendous. And just because it don't make my top 10, like I said, it makes the top 15 in the Prince's catalog. And I highly recommend this album. If you haven't listened to it, listen to it. Or go get it on vinyl, CD, whatever you can, or download it, do whatever. This is a great album, and 30 years later, it's still relevant. So this is Prince's Corner. I'm going to sign off. I'm going to say peace, God bless. Thank you. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. You can find me on Twitter. Thank you.